Caspian was not supposed to be a guard dog. He was 4 months old, golden retriever, 17 pounds of uncoordinated enthusiasm, and the most recent addition to the Ostrowski household, arriving 6 weeks before Theo, which had seemed like good timing, until it turned out to be the kind of chaos that makes grandparents say, "They told you so." Joel Ostrowski had gotten the puppy because his wife Becca had wanted one for years, and because the timing had felt, at 9 months pregnant, like a fine idea. In retrospect, he acknowledged that 9 months pregnant was not a state from which good logistical decisions emerged. They had a puppy who had not yet mastered the stairs, and a newborn who had not yet mastered sleeping. And the combination meant that Joel was averaging 4 hours a night and had begun conducting entire conversations he did not remember. Caspian's bed was in the kitchen. This had been the plan. The baby's nursery was upstairs. The dog would stay downstairs. There would be a boundary, physical and conceptual. On the second night home with Theo, Joel came downstairs at 2 a.m. to make a bottle and found Caspian sitting at the bottom of the stairs, not whining, not pacing, sitting, facing up the stairs, ears forward, in a posture that looked less like a 4-month-old puppy and more like something much older. Joel carried him back to the kitchen bed. Caspian was back at the staircase bottom in 11 minutes. Night 3, the same. Night 4, by night 5, Joel had stopped carrying him back and simply left the gate open. And by night 6, Caspian had graduated from the bottom of the stairs to the hallway outside the nursery door, where he slept on the hardwood with his chin on his paws and his nose pointed at the 2-inch gap at the bottom of the door. If you stay for stories about what animals sense before we do, you're in the right place. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Becca pointed out the monitor footage first. She had been going back through it, looking for a clip of Theo smiling for her mother, and instead she found the hallway camera angle, which they had installed to watch the nursery door. Night 3, 2:17 in the morning. The monitor logs showed Theo's oxygen level had dipped to 91%. A brief episode, the kind that can happen with newborns, that resolved on its own before either parent woke. Their monitor had not alarmed because the threshold was set to 88. At 2:14, 3 minutes before the dip, the hallway camera showed Caspian standing up from his spot at the nursery door. Not barking, standing, then sitting, then pressing his nose against the bottom of the door and holding it there, then standing again and pressing his paw once, twice, 3 times against the door, then sitting back down, facing the master bedroom, looking toward it, then back at the door. The dip resolved. Theo's oxygen climbed back to 97. Caspian lay back down. Joel watched the footage 4 times. Then he called the pediatrician in the morning and had Theo's monitor threshold adjusted to 93. He also moved Caspian's bed to the hallway outside the nursery and stopped pretending this was a temporary arrangement. Has your pet ever done something that made no sense until it was the only thing that made sense? Tell us in the comments. These stories deserve to be heard. He never determined what Caspian sensed, whether it was the slight change in Theo's breathing chemistry, or something about the room, or simply a 4-month-old puppy's instinct locking onto the smallest, most vulnerable creature in the house and deciding, with whatever logic puppies use, that this was the post that needed watching. What Joel knows is that a puppy who could not manage the stairs reliably somehow understood before anyone told him where he was supposed to be. Every guardian deserves to be recognized, even the ones who never asked for anything in return. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one. Caspian is 3 now. He still sleeps outside Theo's door. Theo is 2.5, and has taken to leaving his bedroom in the night to sleep on the floor next to the dog. Joel finds them there most mornings, the boy curled against the dog's back, the dog's chin resting on the boy's arm. Both of them completely at peace with an arrangement nobody planned. The next story involves a small terrier who refused to let a family leave for vacation, and the gas leak the neighbor found 2 days later.